And we're live. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we are.
We were having a conversation before ever going live, and I was trying to clean up my mess from eating a fast lunch. No excuses. We're just late. Welcome. Hello, Dragonlings. My name is Skye. I write urban fantasy under the name SD Haggis, and I've got several people with me today. If everyone wants to introduce themselves in alphabetical order, I believe that puts Alina, you first.
Oh, great. Hi, everyone. My name is Alina. I'm a fiction writer from Romania, and I write a lot of genre fiction. A lot of it is LGBT fiction, mostly romance. And let's keep it at that because it's easier to say that than list all the genres I do write in. So, yeah.
Oh,
Someone's been demoted.
I know.
Stop it. Sorry.
How many ranks?
Hateful. I'm just gonna call it. That is a hateful app.
No, it's not. It's a great app. It's like the purpose of this app is to make you work harder. No excuses. That's its only purpose.
I just got to the next rank last night, and now I've already been demoted because I haven't done any work yet today. Mother freaker.
I would be demoting that app, that's for sure.
Yeah, but you'll probably I mean, it's not just that you didn't do work now. It usually does an average over the past few days. So if you worked a lot yesterday, but not a lot in the days prior, it will demote you.
All right,
anyway.
Amy, your turn?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Amy. Nobody. I don't have any social media or anything like that because I don't use it. I'm an SEO consultant, and I am joining these ladies on the live streams because I'm working on my first rough draft of my first fiction book. And yeah, I've been doing this for a couple of months. I'm plugging away. I'm in the home stretch now. I've done all the easy parts. Now I just have the hard stuff left to do. So that's me.
All right, Dana.
My name is Dana Gollin. I write adult fantasy romance. And yeah, I don't even know what to say today. I'm there. I made it.
Woo! And Nichole looks like she has stepped away.
Yeah.
So what is everyone working on today? We'll let Nichole introduce herself when she's back.
Well, I'm working on what I started yesterday, which is my 7th book in Just Don't. That's titled Don't Look Away. And this will be my first writing session, even if it's 7 p.m. because I spent the rest of the day working on a cover.
Hey, whatever works.
I'm working on my rough draft. Same thing I've been working on. Plugging away.
Yep. And today I am working on getting my newsletter ready to go out. So
I am starting a brand new project and celebrating with an IBC root beer. Here's my congratulations, because at 2 a.m. this morning, I finished book 2.
Nice.
It was only supposed to finish 2 months ago.
You guys were up until 2 a.m.?
I was up until 2 a.m. writing, yes.
Oh, wow. Did you guys stream the whole time?
No, I ended up doing 2 more writing sprints after the stream ended.
Okay.
With some other writers in another writing group that were just doing them via Facebook group event.
Okay. Yeah,
so.
my eyelids were losing the battle, so I had to get off. I was like, what planet am I on?
I wanted to be finished by 1 by the end of that stream, and it did not happen, and I was upset about it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to bed until it's done.
Wow. Well, congratulations for finishing it.
Thank you. I felt it today, though, because I got up to get the kids on the bus, and I was like,
yeah.
What day is it? What country am I in? What year is it?
I know. Those are the days where I'm like, do you just want to stay home from school because I could really more sleep?
The cool thing is, because I'm the only one home, I was able to do that. As soon as they were on the bus, I came back in and crashed. And I woke up 10 minutes before I messaged everyone and said, hey, live stream's up. Woo!
Oh, wow. Yeah. Awesome.
Alrighty. Nichole, are you back?
No,
I think I
don't
saw
see
her
it.
reach for her phone as
Okay.
she was
Well,
stepping away.
is everyone ready? Hello to everyone in the comments. We got Natasha, Not Jess, and Steven.
Hi.
Working on Natasha's working on the mess started yesterday. And Steven's working on Fairy Fantasy series. So awesome. Book 1. Okay. I had to think about what BK stood for because I am not here. I am here, but I'm not here. And the fun thing is, so I'm starting on book 3, and because of everything that changed in book 2, book 3 is not outlined, so this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Today.
I don't have an actual outline for this one either. But you know, everything has been set up in like 2 books. I just have to wrap it all nicely with a bow.
Yep.
And make it all cutesy. But before I do that, of course, I have to put pressure on everyone because why the hell not? I'm an evil person.
See, it's not just as working on rough draft of fantasy novel. All right. Since we use the timer, we can start whenever. If you guys are ready to go ahead and sprint, we can go ahead and get that started.
I'm fine with that. Just count it down.
Yep. All right. So we're going to start and do 15 minutes in 3, 2, 1, go.
Stop it.
Doing? That hurts.
All right, that's time.
Okay. I got 605.
2, 4, 6. I outline 6 chapters, but I don't do very detailed outlines. It's literally just 1 or 2 sentences describing what's happening in the chapter.
Yeah, makes sense.
I edited half of my thing that I'm working on. I don't even know what to call it.
287.
Cool.
I didn't get any at all. 0.
Oh.
Uh-oh. What happened to Nichole?
There will be more.
I got a phone call, and for like half of that I wasn't even here, and then when I did get back I had to start messaging people and making for later. So
I'm sorry.
that was what I spent that time doing.
What? I'm sorry. I must have missed. Is everything okay?
I got a call from my brother, and he told me that my nana's in the hospital with a blood infection.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sure if she's actually going to make it through this time. So I should go see her, but I don't want to take my kids because that makes if she is awake, that makes her worse.
Yeah.
And she gets nervous with the kids around, and then and she doesn't remember me actually. So
does she have Alzheimer's?
Yes.
Oh God, that sucks.
It's very advanced because she doesn't even remember her own kids at this point. So remembering grandkids is very much a struggle.
Yeah.
So I'd like to go say goodbye, but then I'm like, she's not going to even know who's saying. I don't even know like what. Like they're just saying like that's a possibility at this point.
Yeah.
That she might not.
Yeah, but the goodbye is not for her; it's for you. And
yeah.
That's
yeah. Well, I mean, let it sit on your heart for a little while, and then decide what you want to do. And you know.
Yeah,
it is.
I definitely think I want to go see her.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's something I want to do by myself.
Yeah,
and if I'm not taking my kids, I'm not really sure how to do it.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah. Well, it'll work itself out. It will. Just take it all in. Just let it take its moment. Give it its moment and let it figure itself out.
Yeah. I might see if my best friend will go with me because ironically my best friend is actually one of my Nana's nurses at the nursing home.
Okay.
So I actually think my Nana would remember her before she would remember me because she sees her on a daily basis.
When I worked in my 20s, I worked with in-stage Alzheimer's and hospice, and the family members always thought that's exactly what the family members thought, that their loved ones knew us better than they remembered their family members. And it's not that they remember who we are, they assign us an identity that makes it easier for them to know who we are. And the one patient that I had, she called me her chore girl, and she couldn't remember my name, and she couldn't think of a name to give me, and so she would call me chore girl, and I would hear her in the hallway calling for her chore girl, and it pissed me off so much at first because I was just like, I'm not your chore girl. And then the more I learned about the disease and the more I understood my role in their lives, it made sense to me. So yeah, it's not that she remembers your friend more than she remembers you. It's just she's assigned that role so she's comfortable with her.
Yeah.
Or she might even.
My friend doesn't say that my Nana never actually calls her by her name.
Yeah.
Or at least not if it's not the correct name.
Right. Yeah. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't seen my Nana in a while because, like I said, the kids always need her word.
Yeah.
And when I did see her before, she was, she already had Alzheimer's. She was really advanced. And the last time I saw her, she was at a point where she was like, she remembered certain people, but then other people, she would be like a generation behind. So like, she would think that her daughters are her sisters, or something like that. So instead of her remembering me as me, she thought I was my mother.
Yeah.
Because I was like my mom.
Yeah.
And my Nana hates my mom.
Oh no.
So yeah, usually, and that's another reason why I usually like took my dad as someone that she really remembered with me, because then my dad, like, she would remember my dad, and then my dad could kind of tell her, no, that's not my mom. It is Nichole.
Right.
You're thinking of the wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah. They time travel. Anytime somebody says that time travel, it doesn't exist, I tell them to go hang out on an Alzheimer's unit, because they do. I mean, when my grandmother, before she passed away, she remembered 1920, like 1925, better than she remembered 2010.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do. They time travel.
That's
so, yeah.
All right. I'm sorry this is happening, Nichole.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, my dad kind of let me and my brother know that he thought, she was getting, her Alzheimer's was getting to the point where he's like, I think she might have another year or two, but like he was pretty much just letting us know like her Alzheimer's is getting bad now.
Yeah.
So
do we want to do another writing sprint?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea, because obviously I got 0, so I have a lot of catching up to do this writing.
All right. We'll go ahead and do the next sprint now then. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
think the coaching's thirsty.
What's the matter? Did the door get shut? Come here. Come on. Yes, it did. There you go, bud.
All right, it's time.
Yep. This time I have to do math, which means I'm less fast.
Well, I added another paragraph and realized that I sound kind of bitchy in my blog / news post that I'm writing. So I might have to reconsider.
I somehow got 750. I don't know how, but I did.
That's awesome.
750, that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I still have not cracked 500. I'm not even close. I only got 390. I'm just aiming to crack 500 so I feel like I did something. But now I've moved on to the less exciting scenes, and I don't think I'm going to be doing it anytime soon.
Oh, well, those usually take a bit longer to get through, but you'll get there, no worries.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
75 words typed. They weren't new words because I was actually just typing them out of the notebook from what I wrote yesterday.
Still counts.
That's still, yeah.
It counts.
Yeah, it counts. I mean, it had to get done, right?
I always say that it doesn't actually become like official and permanent until it goes into the computer.
Okay, so the work I did yesterday didn't count. That's good to know.
Different people do different things different ways.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's nice. I can feel productive. I can feel productive for the same exact words on 2 different occasions.
Right? I always look at it like it's not official until it goes into my computer, because I can't tell you how many times I have spilt something on my notebook and it's no longer legible. It's like, oh, okay, that's a waste of time. So,
yeah, I did notice that my handwriting progressively gets worse the longer I write.
yeah.
Starts out nice, but by the end of the page, it's not so pretty anymore.
Yeah.
Though I can still read it. So
by the end of the page, you're doing like shorthand in whatever language you've created for yourself.
I studied shorthand, and I never write shorthand ever. I never do it.
Yeah.
I should. It'd probably save me some time, but then I'm afraid because it's been so long since I studied shorthand, I might like figure out how to write it, but then I might forget how to translate it back to what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's always fun. That's what I'm saying. You got to like make up your own, your own little symbols and whatnot.
I would need to make myself what are those things called where you have like the symbol and
a key?
Yeah, key. That's it.
Oh, like a decoder ring?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Going through and be like, all right, what is this word? What does this mean? Spend half my time decoding it.
That's what I always think I think it's fun when I read books that people have written about stories in other countries and they actually use like the dialect from that other country. Like I have a friend, she wrote this it's like a comedy, it's a dark comedy about the IRA in Ireland, and she put some of Gaelic in the book, and I thought it was so awesome because I know a little bit of Gaelic, but it was just really neat. And then it got to the point where now I went and I got a Gaelic translator because I was like, okay, I got to know what this says.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I think it's neat because not only do you get to enjoy the story about another country, but then you get to add, your brain is growing and becoming stronger because you're getting more knowledge. Not that you'll ever, use it, because if you started speaking Gaelic to an American, they'd think you were like insane.
I'm trying to learn Korean, and I get some funny looks when because I know like a couple little phrases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my sister's trying to learn it too. So if I have the opportunity to say the phrase, I'll say it, even if I'm out in public.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I get some weird, like, you can kind of see the wheels spinning where they're like, that wasn't English, was it? And you can kind of see that they're like, no, I don't know what that word is.
Yeah. I told my daughter that she could cuss if she did it in another language, and Korean was the first language she picked. Yeah.
Nice.
And so now I think she's up to 4 languages. She can cuss in 4 different languages, and she's got it. Yeah, she's got it so that like every other cuss word is in a different language. How do you get mad at that? I mean, that's
pretty dang smart, actually.
Yeah. I mean, she's a foul-mouthed daughter of a trucker, but you know, she's doing it so that, you know, she's really putting a lot of thought into it. And I'm like, hey, you know what? If you're going to put that much effort into learning how to cuss, by all means, use your sentence enhance.
All right.
So,
are we ready to do another sprint?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello.
That is time.
Yep.
How'd everyone do? I finished my outline.
Nice.
I'm very impressed. That's the fastest I've ever gotten an outline done. I think it helps that I had outlined it in the past. All I had to do was incorporate the changes from book 2 into this outline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it was fairly easy to write because the ideas were already there. I just had to reorganize a bunch of stuff.
I only did 570 this time.
Only did 570.
Oh,
It's
no.
a bit disappointing because I wanted to get to 2,000, but now I'll have to do another sprint to get there. So
That's right.
yeah.
I was able to make my blog post less bitchy.
Nice.
Well, I was really disappointed. The topic I'm writing about, it was very disappointing experience that I had, but I don't want it to come across as like, I hate this and I'm never doing it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
All right. Nichole has stepped away. She got a phone call. I noticed that, and she has been gone ever since. So I'm pretty certain things are happening on her end. Let's see in the comments section. 246, 673, 223. Natasha hit 4,000 words total, so that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good.
And I think Amy has stepped away as well. Her mic is muted at least, so.
Yeah.
I just put it into a Word document, and it's counting those at 1,955.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, thank God I fixed it. No.
Natalie, is it Natalie? I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Down to 4 chapters left to revise.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
I
That's
think
what I
it
get
was
to do when I
11.
finish this book.
Yeah, I have to start working on an edit tomorrow for the first Owl book, because that will go to my boyfriend this time around for a read, the mystery. And then after the weekend, I will have to edit the Just Don't books, the 2 that are already written. And hopefully I make enough progress with this one by next week to finish it. We'll see.
That would be really awesome.
I would need a bit more than 2,000 words per day to finish it that fast, but you know.
So do you have like one of those boyfriends that are so brutally honest that you can trust that whatever he says is he's not gonna like sugarcoat it for you?
I mean, brutally honest, it is a bit of an understatement for my boyfriend. So yeah, it takes a lot to deal with it, but he's really good on the story part. He went to film school, and that's where he learned his critique techniques, and they weren't nice. They would rip each other apart pretty much. So now with me, it's kind of toned down so that I don't turn into a crybaby mess.
Right.
But he's really good at spotting story issues if there are any, and he can tell me when things are not clear enough. Because sometimes in my head I've perfectly explained it, but it makes no sense in the actual phrase I'm using.
Right. Don't you love when that happens?
Yeah, I do. I'm loving it that I can do this with him now, because you know Claire does that with her boyfriend. But with my boyfriend, it didn't work for romance, and it will never work for romance. Because he's not into that at all, and it would be just, you know, torture for the both of us. But because I also write the mysteries and the urban fantasies and stuff like that, those he can read, and it's super fun. Like, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. He's complaining about it a lot though. Yeah. Then he has to do the work.
Oh, funny. That's what my husband, I'm always like, hey, do you want to read this for me? Just make sure that it makes sense. Because I'm a lot like you. It makes sense up here, but then whether or not I put it clearly on the page can be another story.
Yeah.
And Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead, and then.
Oh, so with my husband, he's too nice. He's way too nice. He'll sit there
No,
and read
no.
it, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is really good," and I can tell. I'm just like, you know what, shenanigans. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no. That's not an issue. He'll tell me exactly what he thinks about it, and sometimes I think he's wrong, but that's fine. No, it means that sometimes I try to be super clever and intriguing with how I put things, and then they just don't make sense. Or I have this issue when I make too many changes to a certain passage, and because I've changed it so many times, I've left out words or something like that, then it no longer makes sense. That also happens.
yeah.
Sometimes, and it's harder to spot when it's your thing. But what I found helped a lot is just to use any read aloud option,
Mm-hmm.
because then it just immediately makes sense.
Yeah.
Are we doing another one, or are we stopping for today?
That's up to you guys. I'm up for another one if you wanted to do another one.
I am
but I'm
too.
easy
I am
anyway.
too.
Yeah.
I would like to get past the 2000 mark. I would
Yeah,
like that very much.
I can hang out for another one. I don't have to leave for another 45 minutes, so I'm good.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Then we'll go ahead and do another one.
Okay.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that's time.
Yep.
Finish up a sentence. Boom. Oh, dang. Got 559. One more word, it would have been at 560 even.
Nah.
Let's see. 5, 3, 2. Oh. 607.
Nice. Did you get over 2,000 like you wanted?
Yeah, my total for the stream is 2,532.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I got 136 words typed.
Nice.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's really good.
Yeah, I'm still working on trying to transcribe these words. Although I find that I'm actually adding like little bits and pieces as I'm typing. But I don't know, maybe I should do this more often. I almost feel like I'm getting more word count overall if I'm doing it twice.
So with short stories, I handwrite short stories first, and then I edit as I write. So basically, when I type them up, that is my second draft. And I always find myself doing the same thing. I'll add stuff as I type it up.
Okay, you're not going to believe this, but my husband's calling. I got to go again. I'll be back.
Well, I think the reason why we like like when she's writing it in her notebook and then she turns around and puts it into her computer, she's able to put more into it because now she's seeing it a second time. So she's seeing the holes where she needs to fill in or change or whatever. And that's what I experience, at least for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like she writes her sloppy copy in her notebook and then she writes her second draft, if you will, into her computer.
Yep.
So I
got 322.
Nice.
Awesome. You beat 300 like you wanted to.
Thank you.
Awesome. I am like literally one picture and one link away from having this blog post finished. Nice. I know. And thank you. I've been working on it for like 2 weeks now. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't taken me this long. Every time I wrote it, like, so sometimes you experience things and it wasn't a negative experience. It's kind of like, I'm glad I did it, but I don't know if I'm going to do it again. And yeah, so the first time I wrote it, it just was like, mad. It was like all the frustration and negative stuff had to come out first. And then I was able to rework it into something that, you know, people are going to be like, wow, this woman really sucks. So yeah.
Yeah, I get the feeling. It's like when I filmed my first author tube drama whatever video, it was like when I finished editing it had like 40 minutes of footage, and then I'm coming across as way too salty, so I'm going to scrap this entire thing.
Yeah.
It was like a full day of work, and I was like, I'm just not going to post this. And then I filmed the other one, which is, I mean, it's still pretty much on the side of tough love, but it's not as bad. And then I didn't post the next 2 videos in that series because I'm an asshole. But I think I'm going to post part 2 this month, and that's about, it's pretty much how to have a better AuthorTube experience and what to do to achieve that.
Yeah.
And I think one of those is do your due diligence and do your freaking research before you buy into things. That would be great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I think I wasn't entirely sure what started all of that. But I think when I stepped into the AuthorTube drama, someone posted a video and they were really upset about other people selling their services. And I mean, I still don't know the whole story of it, but I agree with you. Do your research, and if you're gonna ask someone to invest their time into you, there's no reason why you shouldn't give them some type of a monetary thank you. I mean, that's what they're doing. They're giving the service, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like the way I see it, if you want to spend money on things, that's fine, but do your research, make sure that your best use for your money, and maybe look into what those people are doing, because if you want to learn from someone how to sell your books, maybe make sure they have an actual track record of selling those books. I don't know.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to do that, well, you'd better find out if they're an exclusive Amazon author. You have ranks. They can give you an estimate of how much money they make. It's not, I mean, it takes time. It takes some research, but I feel like there are two ways to go about it. You either do the work and are aware of all the work, or you just want someone to hold your hand, tell you you're special, and this is how to do it. And you don't care if that's the best method ever.
Right.
I mean, I'm totally all for someone holding my hand and telling me I'm doing a great job, but I'm also going to do the work.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it depends who tells you you're doing a great job. If my mom tells me I'm doing a great job, I'm not going to take that as gospel because she has no idea what I'm doing here.
Right.
But I'm her daughter. So, yes.
Yeah. I always just figure, like, if I know that I'm doing the best that I can, then that's all that matters, because it's tough. It's a tough world out there, you know, and it's like, as you're putting 100% into what you're, I mean, I don't need anybody to blow sunshine up my butt. I can look at the numbers myself and see, okay, maybe I need to put a little more effort into this, you know. But
yeah, or try a new strategy, or try a new approach, or whatever, or learn more, or discover new ways. That's fine.
Yes.
Yep.
However,
but I mean, like, it's like, look at the track record.
Yeah. However, I am not opposed. If somebody would like to give me money, I will blow so much sunshine up your ass and tell you you are the most wonderful person on the planet.
Oh, God.
Oh man, I will text you every morning. You're amazing. No.
That's what sites like Patreon and Coffee are for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least with Patreon, you're giving your people something, and they can still pay you for it.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, everyone. I think we're gonna actually wrap it up here.
Yep.
If everyone wants to do, welcome back, Nichole.
I'm leaving again because now my brother's calling. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Hello.
It's all good.
It's
all
like-
good.
I'm
I
glad
can
she's
imagine
laughing
it's a
at
rough
it. That
time.
means things aren't as bad as they feel.
Yeah.
What is your catchphrase, Skye?
Life happens even
Yeah.
when you're live. I will drink to that today.
Yes, definitely.
I'll
drink
join
some
you.
water too.
Everyone raise their glasses to that.
Well, I have a whole bottle, but whatever.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. So if everyone wants to do any kind of closing remarks, let everyone know what you're doing, where you're at, and all that fun jazz.
I have to start again, right?
I think so, yes. I would go backwards,
everyone.
except for Nichole would be the last one, and she's AWOL.
Yeah, no,
so.
it's all good. It's all good. So, if you weren't here for the introductions, my name is Alina. I'm a fiction writer. I live in Romania, and I'm not a vampire yet. I'm still working on that. I mean, it's one of my life goals to achieve immortality. One way or another, I'll either become a cyborg or an android or something, or I'll become a vampire or some other immortal species.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you wanted to go for immortality, do the vampire thing, because cyborgs, they break down eventually. I mean, they're machines.
Yeah, but you can replace the parts and you can walk in the sunlight. So
That's true. Damn it, I didn't think about that.
plus, if you have like cool enough parts, you can match a vampire in strength and speed. So I kind of I'll go for a cyborg and maybe have one of those uplinks where you can upload your brain in case something damages you. Altered Carbon, if anyone hasn't seen the series, I totally recommend it. It's on Netflix. So yeah, and I'm working hard on getting my next phase of this rapid release thing ready, and have 3 novellas ready to go. I'm currently writing book 3. I'm 2 covers down, 2 drafts down, so now I only have to edit everything and make another cover. That's it. That's where I'm at.
All right. Amy?
Hi, I am Amy Nobody. I don't have any social media or anything like that because I don't use it. I'm working on my first rough draft of my first fiction book, and eventually I will be setting up an author platform. Alina always reminds me how important it is. One day soon, Alina, one day soon.
It's all good.
Other than that, yeah, that's basically it. I'm just happy to be here and keep working until I get it done.
All right.
Makes perfect sense.
What?
Your turn.
Oh, okay. I thought Amy had added something at the end. I am Dana Gollin, and you can find all of my good stuff at danagollinwrites.com. And if you'd like to donate to my cause, I do have a Patreon, and I will blow as much sunshine up your ass as you'd like me to.
That is one of the pitches for a Patreon I have ever heard.
Yes.
Thank you for that, because I really needed the laugh.
I have a Patreon page, and I always put it on the back burner, but you know, if I need to, I can go to it and post all kinds of crazy stuff.
All right. Nichole, your turn.
Hi, my name is Nichole Wolf. I write paranormal romance under my own name, and I have 2 books published on Amazon. The 3rd one is up for pre-order, and you can find all of those links on my website at NicholeWolf.com.
All right. And I am Skye. Thank you for joining us for this live stream. Down in the description below, there is a whole schedule of everyone's live streams and the times they do them. I believe, what's today? Thursday? So tomorrow, if everything...
Speaking of tomorrow, I know I'm supposed to be doing one tomorrow, but
Okay.
given the news I just received, I don't see me making it.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll
That's
probably
what I...
have to reschedule or just skip this week and pick it back up next week.
Okay.
It's
Completely
okay.
understandable.
If anyone wants a write-in tomorrow, Sarah has hers later in the day, so there's that option.
Yep. And I believe Tamara has one later this evening too, but I'm not positive about that. I'll have to double check that. I can't remember
Yeah,
if it's...
I don't know.
Yes, there's one at 7 o'clock tonight on Tamara's channel. TA
Okay.
Wood.
Yeah. It's in the middle of the night for me, so I only wake up in the middle of the night for a stream once a week on Fridays for Sarah.
For Sarah.
I'm not adding anymore. And to be fair, I've missed Sarah's a few times.
That is devotion right there. That is devotion to your craft when you wake up in the middle of the night to do it.
I mean, when we started doing this a year ago, it was her, and then I started doing my streams on Saturday. But she had a stream every Friday, and I think it was the first one I joined. So it's a bit of nostalgia as well, plus, yeah, a lot of dedication, because I need shame and peer pressure to write. So it's all on me. If I could function without those things and just be a nice, conscientious person, then I could sleep at night. But because I'm not, I wake up at 2:45 a.m. to join a stream at 3 a.m. Yay!
That's right.
Also, it's fun. Also, it's fun.
You know what? We all need to be
Let's be
ashamed
honest.
of writing a little bit sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But, so I don't even remember where I got to. So I'm Skye.
Yeah.
Urban Fantasy under SD Vegas. In the description below are all the streams, all links to everyone's channels who've joined me. I'm working on Urban Fantasy. I'm working on book 3 finally of this trilogy, hoping to get it finished so I can do a rapid release.
Yay.
And that is all I have. Because lately I haven't been posting any videos except for live streams, so what can you do?
I know.
Makes perfect sense.
Live
But-
streams are so much easier.
They are easier, that's why I continue doing them.
That's right.
I am so behind in my work and on my WIP vlogs. I think the one that I finally finished editing and I still need to upload to YouTube is from like the middle of February. I think it started on February 25th and we're on March 15th and it's still not uploaded to YouTube. So far behind.
Oh,
You
God.
know what? I just looked up at my calendar and I was like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. All right, I need to switch the month on my calendar. I have to go back to bed. No.
I don't know about you guys, but that sounds lovely to me. But thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see everyone again for the next stream.
Sure will.
So, all right, this is where we're going to end off.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.